Good morning. This is Lori. Welcome to the Pink Girly channel. I'm getting ready to start a live stream. And I'm looking at my tools here. I want to take the staples out of this, or maybe a pair of tweezers. I want to take the staples out of this spine. I was trying to decide what to do today because there's just so many things that I want to do. And trying to think what my audience might enjoy. I have a friend that recently told me perhaps I overthink things a bit too much, and I think she's probably right. So I was straightening up some stuff and going through one of the shelves that I have right in front of me and discovered all these different like advertisement magazines, I guess you would call them. You know, sometimes if you go on vacation, you can pick up different stuff like this, or you might get something from a travel wine book, or if you go to a local diner, sometimes you can find books like this. Towards Christmas time, you might get in the mail something from Amazon. It's really nice paper. And so I hoard some of these. So I've got a couple different ones. Let's see, this one here. This was a cruise travel magazine. You know, an advertisement magazine. Good morning, Pam. Hi, Angie. Hello, Barbara. And so instead of cutting it in half this way, making it smaller, I just folded the pages in half on this one. And I'm going to glue these down. But it's such a nice weight paper. Of course, they're glossy, but you can do stuff with glossy. Good morning, Gail. And this particular one, I just scored it and folded it so I can bring the edge around and make a closure. Let's see, what else do I have here? I made one for my neighbor, and she'd given it back to me. She wasn't too crazy about the idea. Now, this one I left the same length as them, but you can see it's a departure magazine. And so I tore these pages in half. At least it looks like I started to. It looks like some of them I folded. And then when I was jelly plating, I used this as my roll-off book. So in this one, I have some background pages started. Just see it's warping a little bit already. And I don't even think I've done anything. I don't know if I've even done a page in this one yet. See, stuff gets put on my shelf and then it gets buried and I forget I have them. Oh, here we go. I did one. This was a napkin. It's kind of dark. And then, good morning to everybody coming in. This one I covered with some scrapbook paper I liked. Same thing. If I'm jelly printing, I just grab one of these and then just roll off my excess paint on my brayer. Let's see, what else do I have up here? Okay, this one's a little different because I cut this one down. I think these are just regular magazine. Well, maybe not. This might be. Yeah, this looks like an advertisement one too, but it's the same idea. No, this one, I did a page in here. Angie's working. She's trying to get things done. Yeah, I guess not. It's okay, honey. You're not being rude. Just do what you need to do. I'm glad you're here. Now, see, and some of these you might decide you don't want to put any paint on and then just incorporate a design and do a journal page. Good morning, Mitzi. Nice to see you. This one I covered again with some scrapbook paper that I liked. And this is a different size. I just whacked off some of it. Now I know for those of us that follow Dee Willingham, she cuts some, I think sometimes she cuts them in half and then glues them together, which is kind of what I think I'm going to do today. But I did this page. Just simple stamps. You know, it's just trying to get your groove going, girls. Get your creativity. And if you have a fixed budget, and you know, magazines are expensive these days, right? So use some of that stuff you get in the mail instead of putting it in the bin. Use it. So this one, I think I picked up upstate New York when my husband and I were visiting my sister. This is a 2020, and it is let's see here. It's 11 by. Whoops, let's go this way. 11 by maybe 8 3/4. And I want to cut it this way and fashion it together somehow. I'm not sure how I'm going to do that. Originally, I was thinking gluing it, but I'm not sure I will do that. Hi, Aunt Beck. Nice to see you. She's going to go make some late breakfast. Ooh, yum. And I haven't, as far as I can recall, ever done a daily journal. Now, when I first started with YouTube and finding folks on YouTube, I was inspired by several folks, and of course, one being Mary from the Marriottier, and she does daily journals every month. I believe she still does that, but I was more inclined to do a Christmas one. I have a couple. I wonder what I do with that. See, I was just rooting through all my stuff. So this was a Christmas one, and I think she gave us prompts. So I made it out of 2 envelopes, and then you had to follow the prompts. I guess I have a prompt list maybe in my pocket. Yeah, it looks like I might. December Jam, she called it. I think I put everything but the year. Isn't that silly? So to do snowmen, ornament, bells, you know, that kind of thing. And I just put some pages in, and you can see I trimmed my pages with some sparkly bits and some washi tape. Here's a couple pockets, and you can also see that I didn't follow through. Okay, I stitched this down, and I really like how it looks. Put a little Velcro there. No follow through. Okay. Oh, thank you, Barbara. This is one of my last purchases at my co-op. My last hurrah. It wasn't that expensive, and to tell you the truth, it's maybe a little uncomfortable. So I don't wear it very often, and it happened to be sitting here by my desk when I was cleaning up. Where's that other one I was going to show you? Oh, here it is. It's a little guy. Wait a minute. Let me get this. So as I was thinking what I might like to do today, I was leaning more towards, you know, journaling or doing a journaling page. And then I thought, well, we've got a new month approaching. Maybe I'd like to try my hand at a September daily. I don't know. All right, so this was supposed to be, I think, a daily. And I didn't follow through on this either. And this, I just took a strip of paper, folded it in 3s, edged my pages. I don't see where I have a silly. See, this was for November, and I've got 11/7. but I have no year. Isn't that silly? I have to get better at that, that's for sure. But I think this might have been another one where Murray gave us prompts. But I like the idea of a daily. I just really haven't ever done it. Yeah, I'm not a let me restate that and say a daily art journal, not a daily word journal. I won't be, hi, Mrs. Gigi. I won't be writing anything unless I write a word like, you know, woohoo, it's September, something like that. So I thought I might try it and see if I can. Now I art every day, but maybe this would be a more purposed art project each day to at least do a page in my September daily art journal. So I'm going to cut this in half. I'm going to get out my big cutter. And then I'm going to, at least this is the plan, jelly print on some of these pages. Barbara said her word would be help. Well, it might be one of the words. Yeah, I'm not a journal. I mean, I should do that, I guess, but I just, you know what? I won't. It's just, hello, I just know myself that I won't. So it might be a tad fiddly to cut, but I thought if I took it apart and took the staples out, it might be easier to cut through and make it look halfway decent. And so then I don't know if I'll do something with the cover, get the pages together before I would latch it together permanently. I think I'm going to print on the pages and get the backgrounds done. Joni's not so fast life. Oh, hi, Joni. Is this your first time here or second? I don't remember, but I know I met you. Might have been at Zena's. Welcome, welcome, and welcome to everyone who's popping in. All right, so I've removed my staples, and this is glossy paper, which really doesn't bother me a whole heck of a lot. And I'm just going to grab some out and just make little sections. And it measures 11, so I'm going to do 5.5. And then see how I might like to put it together. And then hopefully I'm going to quickly jelly print some pages and get it all ready to go so that come September, I need to give the ghost up on these things. I've got these little pockets on the corner of my cutter that's supposed to be for keeping extra blades, which I don't have any. Judy, good morning, nice to see you. You guys are rad. Thanks for welcoming me. Oh, you're so welcome. We're glad you're here. All right, so not sure how this is going to cut because it's folded, you know. It's one of those advertisement magazines, if you will. I think my sister was cleaning out. They have a home up in the Adirondack. All right, so 5.5, and here's hoping it's gonna cut and be even, because I don't want a huge, hey, that's pretty good, guys. I don't want a huge page to work on each day in September. I just want something small that I can either stamp on, glue on, might want to draw. I don't cut so good on this cutter. I kind of tore it there. All right, so let's get this 5.5. we go. Well, that was easier than I anticipated. Now, how many days has September? Who knows the poem? Not me. Oh, the glare. Once I get my self under control, I'm going to make some time to really investigate how to use my webcam properly, because I still don't know. I still don't know how to do it. All right, so what do we have? Do we have 30 days has September? Thank you, Barbara. So I'm going to keep one of the outer cover sheets for the outer cover. And so I need 15, right? Is that right? See, I'm terrible at this. So 2, 4, 6, 8, because I want to do front and back. I'm going to do each one individually. Or is it, am I thinking incorrectly? I'm very bad at this. See, I would sit here if I was by myself and I would count each page. So someone who's in chat, can you tell me how many actual pages I need? I would be ever so grateful. I only need 8 papers, always cover a month, and maybe extra. Only 8 pages? Oh, I think I want it chunkier than that, don't I? Okay, let's see. 8 pages. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's not very big, right? Oh, at Keisha's sale. You found us through Keisha's sale. Cool. All right. So yes, I want to do, thanks, Mrs. Gigi. I want to do both sides, you know, this side, this, and then do the back side. So that's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 2, 4, 6, 8. Yeah. All right, so this is where I get myself in trouble. I always go overboard and do too much. So I'm just going to leave it, as Mrs. Gigi suggested, 8 pages. But now I'm thinking, now that I see this, it's really kind of long. Oh, but look at that. Isn't that pretty? See, I'm thinking about whacking it again. Thinking about whacking it, girls. Making it smaller even still and more doable, because when I think about myself and how I am doing this size page every day plus other stuff I want to do, or smaller, probably smaller is better. 2, 3, 4. Oh, I should open, yeah, 4. See, I'm not counting right. 1. Let's just see what we got going here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So there's another one. That feels thicker though. Did I count too many? See, I'm a mess. Turn it vertical and reconsider. You mean do a journal that way? Yeah, see, I have ones like that. I'm not too crazy about that, Janice. But that's a good... Janice, I just realized you're here. Hello, hello. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's the same. So that's another one. I don't know how many pages are in here. Now this doesn't have the let's see what's 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so I can use all this paper instead of wasting it. Do that. So we've got 10, so I've got extra. Now, if this is, let me just ask this question. If this is 5 3/4 by 5 3/4 by like 8 3/4. So we're saying this is a 6 by 9. What does it cost? I do like tiny. What does it cost to send this international? Because what I'm thinking is I could send this to somebody if I do a giveaway. You can do what you want with it. Well, if it weighs too much, I could just do ephemera. Ephemera. All right. I'm going to whack it. I'm going to whack it. So let's see, what size do I want? I know that I want it in half. Maybe I'll do it there. Where does that get me? How many inches is that? 5. Make it more squarish. All right, so next I'm going to get out my jelly plate and I'm going to try a few things and just put a background on these pages. And then the plan is to bind it together. I could kick myself because I was at this place called Red, White, and Blue, which is more like an upscale Goodwill kind of in my area. I don't know if it's a national thing or if other people have them. Oh, you did, Pam? Oh, that's fabulous. Fabulous, fabulous. I think I want that for my center. And they had, and I was not low on cash, but I only had so much cash with me. And this place only deals in cash. Okay, so this is a little uneven. That's a great score. Yeah, for sure. And so I had to pick and choose what I was going to bring home with me. And they had a stapler. I don't know what you call them. It's like a long neck, maybe a long neck goose, a long neck stapler, you know, where you could go in and staple. It was $2. Of course, I don't know if it worked. I'm assuming it worked, but I didn't get it. I put that back and got something else. And now I just could kick myself for not getting that. I love thrifting too. Ooh. My husband, not so much. He's very practical, which is good and bad. All right, not sure I'll use those for anything. All right, hubby just got home, so you may hear some additional noises, although I'm not sure this picks up the noises like I think it does. All right, I think I'm going to use acrylic paint because at least to start, I just have to remember where I put my plate. Oh, here we go. Now, I did say this the last time I used my plate. I cut my plastic clamshell that it's in and leave the plate sitting in there while I'm using it. And then I can put the lid on to store it away. So it looks messy. What does Ange say here? I'm going to kick you for not. I know, right, Ange? Oh my gosh. Oh, it separates? A stapler that separates? Oh. Wouldn't it be fun if some of us lived all close together and we could, like, you know, gang thrift shop? Hi, honey.
Hello.
All right. I think I'm going to go ahead and do even my cover. I don't know that I'm going to do this page because I'm really liking that, but I have extra, so maybe I'll just, you know what, maybe I'll just use that on something else because I put those 2 extra pages in here. Now, the thing I didn't think about is I need a place to roll off my brayer. Speaking of brayers, I wonder where I have my brayers. Oh, it's a struggle being me sometimes. There's one. Right now I've got a, well, you know what? I could brayer off on these other pages. Could I not? I could. And look, it's going to fit right here next to me. Let's see, over there. I can put it right there. We probably all want the same stuff. I think you're right. Hey, Henry, I need you to break up a little fight there on aisle 3. All right, so when I think of September, I'm thinking of fall. So I think I want to go with some browns and some oranges, maybe some red. I might throw in some green on some pages. And I'm not sure that maybe I will use my, where did I put that box? I have those little wheelie roller things from Stampin' Up from years ago, and I think I spied the box. Okay. Because this will be a quick way to get a little bit of a pattern going without too much of a fuss. See? And then what I do is when I use these like this, and especially streaming, instead of fussing around and trying to put them in the handle, because I don't really have a lot of strength in my hands, I put them on a skewer and just roll them. Rolling. All right, so let me see what's going on in chat. The only issue I might have is drying the pages. You're so not ready for cold weather? My husband just said, I'm so ready for the winter. I said, yeah, everybody says that at the end of every summer and at the end of every winter. Joni says she never fought with a girlfriend over a boy, so she's good. But if you all decide to scrap in the parking lot, I'll record it for prosperity. No, I guess you're not, Barbara. Oh my goodness. All right, so let me get started. Let me just start with, gosh, maybe just plain is better to some degree. I'm going to start with a dark chocolate. I'm going to try not to put too much on my plate. My brayer has not been cleaned off, so I might get some lumps and bumps. And you know what? I'm really okay with that. And I can brayer, I can print on top of a print. So I'm cleaning that off. And let's see, I don't want Christmas. Let's start with this little fun. Oh, you guys can't see that. And I'm not too concerned about whether they're straight, crooked, or whatever, because this is all going to be background. Whoop. All going to be background. Now I'm just hoping that this works. Now I have my ceiling fan on. So the plate might dry a little quicker than what I'm used to. Fall is your favorite color? I'm really happy I live where I live because I really kind of like all the seasons. So this really didn't do. That's really quite boring. This one's a little better. You can see a little bit of that design. And it looks like a few more folks have come in. I hope I didn't miss anybody while I'm fussing around here. This is my cover. That's going to need additional help, but that's okay. Now I'm just wondering if I can pick up some more of this, just to get a base down of some kind on these slippery pages, just to get started. Because in all likelihood, most of this is going to get covered up. Now, while they dry a little bit, let me put on, let's try a little. This is called Canyon Orange by Deco Art. Canyon Orange. Let's put a bit of that there, here, there, and everywhere. Georgia Clay, I love me some Georgia Clay. All right, I'm just kind of keeping one eye on chat. So if you want my attention, please use all caps. That's okay. I won't think you're yelling at me. Genesis, I am introverted enough to stay inside for months without going crazy. My husband would be bonkers in a few days. Yeah, we're kind of, Genesis, I think we're kind of the same on that. It doesn't bother me at all. I'm not a mingler. Like he's a social butterfly, if you will. I mean, even in our church years ago when our kids were growing up, oh my gosh, I would just like a church picnic is like agonizing for me. Agonizing. I know people don't believe that about me, but it really is the truth. I want to find my spot, sit there. I'll be happy to talk to you, but I don't want to mingle around. I was looking for my smaller brayer, but I don't see it. I'm going to brayer this out in sections. And it's not that I don't like people per se. Well, I guess sometimes I don't really like people, but it's mostly my own doing. I don't feel comfortable always in my own skin, and I would rather just be in the background. I'd rather be serving somebody, assign me a job, I can cut up and carry on. But I don't really, well, I'm odd. I'm an odd duck. All right, now this one's a little crazy. It's got some writing on it, but it's really kind of cool. I broke my, oh my goodness, Lori. Let's go with a, I think I have a knitting needle that's a little more sturdier. That's a little more sturdier. Oh, that's great English. It's a little more sturdier. Just rolling off that extra paint. All right, let's go to, oh, I whacked my whack-a-mouse instead of whack-a-mole. I whacked the mouse and you guys disappear. And I was always in plays and stuff like that at school. That's different to me than, all right, Janice will be right back. Then one-on-one stuff. And then once people know me and they know how crazy I can be, and I tell them I have issues with mingling, they're like, what? They don't believe me. Let it be the truth. Be the truth. Gail says, Lori, that sounds like me. I'm the same way. I've always bordered on having yeah, I just, my husband doesn't understand why I don't want to go. Of course, for him, it's like wonderful. All right, so far I'm really not liking too many of these. But I'm not going to fuss too much, I don't think. I could change my mind. Like I was watching, there's this fellow by the name of Daryl Eves. He's a big YouTube guy. He had a live yesterday. I was so excited. I sent Mary a message because she watches him on occasion as well. And I did a really inexpensive super chat. And he answered my question. He said my name on the video. Oh my gosh, I was so excited. Anyway, but he's got this VID Summit, VID Summit coming up. And it's for folks who want to grow their YouTube channel and whatnot, right? Where'd I put my white? Oh, up there. Let's do some green and some tan. Maybe that'll help a little. And maybe what I want to do is what I was doing the other day. I'll put a design in of some kind, and then let it dry, and then put a top coat on and pull up, so I have a little more, something a little more interesting. And he's given away, now this summit is not cheap, it's pricey, and it's in Los Angeles, so you have to, you know, if you're not there, you have to travel, so you've got that expense. And he gave away quite a few entrance passes to this VID Summit, and everybody's like, oh, I want to win that, oh, I wish you picked me. And I mean, there are hundreds of people. The chat was flying by like crazy. And then he would show a clip from last year's summit, and I'm thinking to myself, oh my gosh, that's like a freaking nightmare to me. I mean, I would like the information. And then he started giving away the replay for it, because they charge you for that as well after the summit's over. And now that was attractive to me, but not going to the summit. No, thank you. I mean, I would stand in a corner. It's horrifying for me. Horrifying. All right, now I'm trying not to get my runoff pages stuck together. All right, what do I have? I didn't really pull out anything fun. Or is a celebrity? I don't think so. Let's put some circles and a dot. Oh, I've got this stamp sitting here that I used the other day. Let me use this. So I'm just kind of making a plain, it's not, I mean, not plain, but, you know, just nothing too crazy. And then I might use my heat gun to just help move it along, because I have other stuff I want to do. I haven't had an update on Posh, but Keisha's been busy with invoicing and whatnot, so I haven't really talked to her either. Hate to bother her, you know, when she's got that going on. All right, so I'm going to use my heat gun. Don't do this at home. I'm going to just move it very quickly and not too close. Gail said she's gotten worse, not wanting to go out in public since she retired, and yeah. Same with me. It's like everybody's like, oh, what are we going to do? We're not allowed out. And I'm like, yeah, and the problem? But I'm so into my art that it, you know, I am not bored at all. You know, it's like so much I want to do or try, and things I want to make, and of course having all of you for us is just icing on the cake for me. Yeah, the last I heard, she was feeling fairly down, you know, kind of along, making progress. But other than that, I don't really know. Okay, so now here, anyone of you out there, there's 22 of us, does anyone a gel plater, a jelly printer, you know, like what color would you pick this up with? I've got tan, a little bit of green, there's some leftover kind of hot pink down in the corner. Do you go dark or do you go light? Oh, I was saying, does anybody, I think I was saying, oh, geez, you know what, Gail? I don't even remember. I was wondering what color some of you might pick up this print with. And before that, I was saying, I was thinking white. Okay. Let me see. I have a, what do I have more handy here? I don't want to use my Santa flesh. I always pick up that Santa flesh, but I don't want to, I didn't want to use that up. Warm beige. I think I was saying that when the pandemic started, people were saying, what are we going to do? We can't go out. And that's not a big deal for me because I don't really care about it so much. Maybe, well, I don't know. All right, I'm going to use this Sand Dune, which is a new color that I've almost completely used up. And I'm so into my art and I've got so many things that I want to do and try and make. Like I'm never bored, you know? And then when you're crazy overboard with, you know, buying stuff and supplies, I've got plenty here. It's not like I have to go out. And then of course with Amazon, I mean, really. My mom was saying the other day, you know, Amazon's great for the elderly. I'm like, Amazon's great for everybody. I've never been like a shopper where, you know, I love going to the mall, that kind of thing. All right, let's see. All right, now I've got still plain. I mean, my husband is retired now, so to speak. I mean, he doesn't go into an office. He's got another little part-time job he does remotely. But he gets stir crazy. Hey, Kathy. Good morning. Nice to see you. Okay, let's print on this on the opposite side. And I'm like, no thanks. I mean, he's starting to go to a lot of the, because we live in a 55 plus community, so he's starting to go to shuffleboard and card club. I'm like, no thank you. No thank you. I guess I tried too much. Maybe I'm not rubbing, you know, maybe I should get a paper to rub off, to rub down on, you know what I'm saying? Oh, oh, I got some bits. Oh, look, I got a little bit of a transfer. Isn't that crazy? See, now that's cool. That'll make a cool page. All right, let's see. Now this is getting exciting, girls. Getting exciting. Oh. So see some of that peeled up. And then I can see the book page underneath. Oh my gosh, Barbara. Well, my husband was supposed to retire, I think, 4 years ago. And he just retired. He did go down part-time, but whatever. He likes it. Hey, Mikey, he likes it. All right, so I don't know how much of my, let me see if I can squish this up a little. See, down the bottom here, I don't have too much room. I still have some bits and stuff here. So, you know, where this didn't pick up, that's going to pick up on the next pull, right? And here, I don't know if you can see. Right in here, I got a little bit of a transfer, which I worked like a dog to get a transfer a couple days ago. Couldn't get a dang thing. Oh, life is so funny. All right. I don't know if anybody's going to want one of these runoff things I did. Okay, so I have a page here that's my cover that I put the dark brown on, and that's dry. So I'm thinking about maybe just trying to pick up some of this stuff here. Let me try. I keep picking up the stars. This is Touch-O Pink. Touch-O Pink. So let's see if I can get, I'm going to go this way. Let's see, we'll do 2 pages. Now I have learned not to be so much of a masher, which has really helped me with my plate. Now I'm going to run it over here because I have too much. I kind of feel that I have too much. I just make a thin coat. And I'm going to put down my cover, I think, here, because I liked what I saw there. And then I'm going to pull out one of these darker pages and put that down here. And let's see, I've got some other darker pages. See, this one kind of curled up, but that's okay. I'm going to pop it down over here on the edge. See if I can get anything. And I really like this page, so I don't want to fuss. Oh, I can do the back side. Let's do all one side first, if I can. Let's see, what else do I have? Here's another dark. Let me just see if I can grab something from that corner. Now, I'm going to grab a piece of just regular paper from a book, you know, like a notebook. And I'm just going to, and that's probably going to blur you out. And I'm going to try it because with a thin, it's a thinner paper. I mean, it's a nice weighted, glossy paper. But once the paint gets on it and you start rubbing, I don't want to wrinkle it up or tear it. Which could be cool too, but I'm trying not to do it. So let's see. Yeah, that's really dry there. I might have to get up and turn my ceiling fan off. Ooh. See, this is what's so addicting to me. I could sit and do this literally for hours because you just don't know what you're going to get when you pull it. She did the mash. She did the monster mash. She did the mash. With the gel plate mash, she did the mash. Wow. Ooh. Lovely. Lovely to look at, delightful to know. It's a bit pinky, but that it will make a good background. All right, now let's go again. So let's get a little teal working in here. Teal can be a fall color, can't it? Yeah, it can be. So you know what? You start doing stuff and then you change your mind. The thing of it is if you're on live or you're doing a video and you say stuff like that and then you contradict yourself, And then you watch back your video. It's like, I should have caught that. All right, this is DecoArt Tropical Blue. Have a little bit of that. And this here, celery green, let's have a little bit. And I think I need something bright, like a neon. Some kind of a neon. I'm going to do my neon red down in this corner. In this corner, we got the lightweight neon red. And over here in this other corner, let's put a little yellow. Cadmium yellow, let's get that in there, in the right-hand corner. And we'll see what we got there. All right. All right, I'm going to get a new runoff page. Let's start light first. Picked up a little bit of that blue. Give me some yellow, old yellow. Run some of that off, and I'm going to go blue. Now I'm moving a little quick. I have my ceiling fan on, like I said. And my neon is, and I know this, I just didn't pay attention. I'm going to put some Bahama Blue down in this corner. And this kind of looks like a hot mess here, but it might be okay for a crazy journal page. The neon colors are translucent. You can see through them, and I probably rubbed that out a little too much to get much of a design. So I've got a little dotter. Give me some dots. And I'm going to get my gauze. Hey, Andrea. Hello. Nice to see you. Thanks for popping in. Saying hi. Appreciate that. And I've got a feather here. Wonder what we can do with this feather. That'll do anything. Man, not really, I don't think. Yeah. Oh, I can use it like a stamp. If I pick up some color in the blue section, move it over to the, I'm missing awesome. I'm getting my fingers in as part of the print. I need to find a small circle. You know, I have stuff sitting around on my desk all the time. Just like a circle that I can make bubbles. The caps for the for the distressed spray, they really work great. But I put all that away because I was cleaning up. Some of these other lids are just, I think, a little too large. Now I want to let this dry. Be like a magician. You know, maybe I do need to get out more. So I'm a little weird. All right, going to use the heat gun and dry this up. Barbara, can we figure out Andrea's channel and put the link in for her channel? That would be wonderful. If I speak, the glue gun, he's going to get quieter. All right, now let me look at my pages. This is what I started out with. These are boring, as my granddaughter would say, and roll her pretty little eyes. And this is the page I'm holding out. So these have a start, not a great start, but they have a start. So I'm going to flip and pick up stuff off of this here side. This here side, I'm going to pick it up, okay? Now, how the heck are you, girl? All right. Flo, as we love to call Andrea, is talking to Mrs. Gigi. Oh, you said to watch the replay. So I thought maybe you had that video up. I know, aren't they cute? These are press-on nails. My sister sells them. If you're interested, message me. They're a fraction of the cost of going to the salon. All right. So I'm letting this dry, and I think I'm going to stand up and get my white paint. I'm thinking I should have put some gold on here, or some sparkles. I have to find my copper. I did have a copper that was oh, this espresso is nice, girls. Iced espresso. Let's give me a straw. We'll drink some of that espresso. No, that's okay, Barbara. If she doesn't have any content, when she said she was jelly printing, and well, that's the thing, Ange. See, if I mess these up, it's not a big loss because they're inexpensive, number one. And if they pop one off, I can pop it on myself. Let Andrea decide, Barbara. Whatever she would like. It's really not a big deal to put it up. Okay, let's see. This is some apple barrel my husband purchased for a project. Pardon me. That is a paint toot. Ready to toot. Let's have that stand upside down and brayer it out. Now what I've been doing is picking up, see, this is really dry. I probably need a little more than this. Dry bones, dry bones, dry bones. I might have to do the Murray and cut that baby in half. So I think what I want to do this time is pick up from the center. Overlapping is kind of cool too, because then you kind of get, oh, what did they used to call it? Some block printing. Uh-oh. apple barrel bottle down. Is anybody else's mouse like a living thing? I mean, my mouse keeps, as soon as it moves, goodness, I lose everything on my screen. All right, putting down this lined paper. Maybe the lined paper isn't so bad. Color block. Okay, thanks, Flo. Flo's easier for my brain to remember when I'm streaming. Okay, I hope you don't mind me calling you Flo. I could go for some of that mac and cheese. Okay, let's see. That picked up a little bit in the corner, which looks scrumptious, if I do say so myself. Beginnings of a nice page. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Cool, right? Flo was just fine? Okay, great. I think Flo's cute. I like when people call me Paint. Isn't that silly? Silly, silly. Silly, silly, bopilly, banana, banana, bopilly, fifa, momili. Silly. That apple barrel doesn't want to stay up because he's he's more than half empty. He's almost all the way empty. All the way. That's kind of cool. Right? Is it just me? See, I get excited about this stuff. All right, I think I want to put down some of that. I like jelly on printed paper. I need to do that. Yes. Actually, when you said that, I was thinking jelly on toast. I guess it's about lunchtime here. I'm going to put down like a teal color and then I think like a navy to see if I can pick up what is left here with my magic hands. Dark denim, that's kind of a yummy color. And then I do want to get back to that espresso, but then I also want to put it together. All right, so let's put a little bit of that tropical, a little bit of denim. And you know what, girls? I haven't done it, but it's like one of my favorite colors. So let's go there. Let's go purple. Da, 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 da. It almost kind of looks like a snow scene there. Uh-oh. I'm having trouble spinning the fickle wheel of fate. Yeah, it's got my paint. This one's really quite bright. I just bought some. This one's Passion by Ceramcoat. I do like Ceramcoat. I haven't seen Judy O. Did Judy O come in? Sometimes she comes in. All right, that might be too much. Let's just see. Let's brayer. That's very thin. I think I'm going to need more than that. Let's put some more up here where it's thin. We're going to go into the teal. Do a little crossover. I had messaged Devin from Devin Rux for Art the other day and asked her if she ever spattered on her plate. And she didn't think she had. And I had tried it, and then I spattered and then went and had some lunch or dinner or whatever to let it dry. And I had so much else going on in the back of the print that it really didn't, you really couldn't see it. It was disappointing. Oh, that's right. She's the traveler. That's correct. I forgot about that. All right, let's take a little more off here. And this looks like it might get blurry. Boy, I like this coloring though. Here. I guess it's not really full, but it's pretty. I don't know if you guys can see. Let me tip. I shouldn't mess around with it. See how cool it looks? Yum, yum, yum. All right, let's see what we got. And this I think we can safely print over. And this one's kind of yucky. Let's do some blocking. And, oh, see, I like that. I don't want to ruin that. Let's go a little bit across the top of this one. I'm really liking that side, so let me see what we get if we go here. And look, there's nothing on the mac and cheese. How cheesy is that? What else have I got going on here? This is pretty ugly. There she is. Judy-O, Judy-O. Lori has the gift of second sight. I'm here working in the airport. 1 hour to take off, going to Boston. Oh, we can live vicariously through our dear Judy-O. Oh, safe travels, Judy. All right, let's rub this down. A gift, a glue gun, since mine was giving me great. Aww, that's wonderful. My husband would never do that. Never, never, never. He would come home with some free stuff. He'd get some free stuff. Beth Schuler's hubby is like that. Maybe it's not your hubby. You said your man, so I don't want to assume, but I'm just saying. Look at that. Oh my gosh, girls, I love that. What do you think? That is yummy, yummy. All right, down here I have a block. All right, I didn't rub that very well. Let me, down here in this corner. Oh, I'm not getting that. I got a crusty bit. Start. Oh, look at that. That's a block. It's a blocker. I'm not rubbing hard enough to get those dry, crusty bits. He's watching NASCAR with his eyes closed. You know what I mean? Janice, you're funny. I did that the other night. I was listening to the ball game. I said to my husband, you can use the TV. I'm going to put it in my ear because I know I'm going to fall asleep. Oh my gosh, girls, look at this. Okay, so the colors are a little weird. Okay, I'll give you that. Purples and greens and a little bit of teal. But I love that. Yeah, but what a great way to fall asleep, huh? I had a friend that used to listen to, we would go on a work retreat, and we'd be driving to the location where we needed to be. And there'd be 3 or 4 of us in the car with our boss. And our one friend, she's now passed on, our one friend and coworker, she would be begging him to put NASCAR on the radio, the car radio. And he'd be like, really? It's bad enough you watch it on TV, but you want to listen on the radio and just hear, oh my gosh, we were hysterical. So it's starting to look a little eclectic, right? Now, once this paint dries, I'm thinking these pages are going to, okay, now I've got a little issue here. See, the paper's starting to pull up and stick to my plate. So I want that. Oh no, I think it's a crusty bit. Oh my gosh, this looks so yummy. I know, right, Flo? We were hysterical. She kept arguing her case. She loved it. She was serious. Okay, I'm liking that. Now I gotta let this dry a little bit. Not liking that side. So once these dry a little, all right, so let's go again. Where do I have that? Okay, so I've got some copper. This is, who knows, Accent Crown Jewel. I have no idea. I picked this up, I know, in a clearance bin. And I've had it for years. So I'm going to do a little copper here, there, and everywhere. And then I've got that espresso, which is really yummy. Iced espresso. Deco Art color. This one's Crafter's Acrylic. I guess it's different grades of paint. So it's got a little shimmer to it. So let's put that in. And then I need something to pop that. So maybe an orange. Let's put a little of my neon orange in. Now, of course, again, this is translucent, which if any of the replayers are watching, or if you're a newbie, translucent is you see through the paint. It's not opaque like your other, acrylic paints that we're using here. And what do you think? Popping in a little bit of red, a little burgundy, Santa red, or there's a little piece of goodness there. Oh, maybe a little glitter of some kind. I don't know why I'm thinking red. I've got a primary red. Let's see what that looks like. And this is, no, you haven't been blocked, Ange. We see you, baby. You're there. Get me some glitter. Now this is going to be a little too juicy. I'm just going to put a couple little drips of this red in. You're not blocking. You're not in the corner. All right, let's see. Let's get the sparkly. Moving that around. Now this looks like fall. This looks like somebody threw up fall. Got a paint booger there. Oh, the words I use. My hubby's sneezing. He's sneezing. Okay, Okay. I really do like my, reminds me of my dirty gauze. You're welcome, Ange. The nice thing about this is, see, once you do that and take it off the block, some of the sticky remains, it just sticks to your fingers. How nice is that? Sweet. All right, what else do I have in the, they're kind of cool. That's poinsettias. I don't think I want that. Baby laundry. Pumpkins. All right, what did I do with my, I don't know what I do with my knitting needle. These are circles. I love circles. Oops, I kind of skidded there. When you roll this off like in a composition book, it looks cool. Waste not, want not. All right, I need a circle. Now this is really pretty wet, and I want it to dry anyway, so I'm not going crazy and going real fast. This is probably going to look all mushy anyway. No one wants to pay for advertising anymore. Yeah, I would guess. With the internet, with a lot of that stuff, right? I mean, even magazines. No wonder they're so expensive. You know, unless you're crazy people like we are. Anybody come across that fellow by the name of Jay Lee on YouTube? And he paints with a lot of different things. Like he uses forks and cotton nibs and stuff like this to make texture. So I'm going to do it too. His stuff is amazing. If you get a chance to look him up, Jay Lee. Wow. All right. Now I'm thinking I should pull this up. Oh, you got to check him out. If you're interested in on and painting techniques or anything like that, he's really cool. He'll take like a bunch of cotton swabs and rubber band them together and use those. Oh, I'm getting a cramp in my hip. Well, that's always lovely. All right, this thing. Begun. For yours. I'm trying to think of some other things that he's used. I can remember as a kid years ago, stacks of paper. My parents would, because they always got the paper. They read it religiously, both of them. My mom was always a reader. I wouldn't even say my dad was a reader, but he read the newspaper. And then it was like getting rid of the newspaper. I mean, what do you do with them? Of course, now I wish I had kept some of them. Yeah, this fella Jay Lee, he'll take like a small canvas or a big canvas, doesn't matter. And then he puts different plops of paint, like little puddles, And then I'll take maybe a brush and smooth them and just roughly blend them in together. And then he uses all this other stuff. He'll make a path, he makes trees, and one he's got a little girl and a duck's following her, and she's got a rain, an umbrella. It's unbelievable what he does. Okay, so now let me, while this is still drying up a little, let me look at my pages. So I love that. Not going to do anything else with that. And I think I'm going to leave that. I kind of like that. Not super crazy about my cover yet. That could use some help. So I'm going to put that one aside. This one, I haven't done anything on the one side. Or this one. So I kind of like this. I think I want to leave that alone. So I've got, and I like that. So I'm going to leave those two alone and do the back side. I'm going to work on my back side. This I kind of like, but I think I'm going to just try to pick up maybe a little bit here and a little bit down here. And this side could use some help. Love this side. I'm not gonna, it almost feels like leathery now with both sides kind of damp. I think I'm going to keep that as well. So I'm going to put that over out of the way so I don't mess it up. So I've got this little section here, loving this, and that side needs help. So there are things I can work with. Nothing on there, and I really like that. I don't want to lose that. So I still have quite a bit to work with here, girls. And I think I could leave that. So now I need to pick this up with something. So let's go. Know that you're really going to see it a whole lot, right? Maybe, oh, that's metallic. I don't think I want to pick it up with the metallic. And I have some really nice, not really a lot, but I have a few colors in, a friend had given me some of her enamel paints, but they have a different sheen to them. So, all right, I'm going to try cinnamon. Cinnamon, cinnamon. Don't forget the cinnamon. My sisters were in a church choir when they were young, and that was a little girls' choir, and that was one of the songs they sang. Cinnamon, cinnamon. Don't forget the cinnamon. I didn't have this lid on real tight, so it's thick. That's not good. Let's put a little white down. All right, Joni's going to be back in a bit. She's going to go help her man. All right, some white. Somebody's sending me massages. And let's get another color down here. Right down in here. Let's go crazy. Let's do wisteria. Oh, I'm not dressed. I mean, I have clothes on, but I'm not dressed. And when I'm done here, I'm going to find out when the baseball game's on. Usually they do it. Well, let's do a little raspberry. Let's use every color we have. Raspberry. All right. Now I need to get my roll off flipped over. I'm going to do the white first. Picking up a little bit of that wisteria. Oh boy, my cinnamon is really, really super thick. Ruh-roh, boys and girls. Now I'm mashing. I'm really mashing. Let me rub some of that off. Yeah, look, I'm starting to pick up. Oh, bother. Let's do the inside of the cover. Let's go here, right smack dab in the middle. Now I want to try to preserve that. So I'm going to block it. Block it. And this. Let's go this way. This is just a little tiny section here. I'm going to fold this where my page would fold because I just want here. And I'm going to put that right there. Give that a pretty good press. Same with this. I've got that section. So it's kind of not too much of a contrast. Let me go here. And let's just start picking up something on this page. Is Nettie here? I miss Nettie. Hi, Nettie. And let's pick up here. All right, got to take that ring off. This is why rings get put in my room, and I don't know where they are. Remember, I have them. There's a couple I never take, really never take off. But now I'm really running down. Dana, good morning. Is it still morning? No, it's afternoon. Good afternoon. I think Angie has a big meal every meal. Oh gosh, I hit the camera. Sorry, but look how cool that is. Wow, that's neat. Nothing like admiring your own work. Okay, this is all just, that's nothing I'm doing. This is just accidents. Accidents happening. Now that's where we put all the gold. And look, how neat is that? Nice. Nice. Yes, Twinchy size. Oh, you know what? I'm going to check. Oh, my sisters are sending pictures. Okay, I don't think it's an emergency. They know I'm streaming and they're still messaging. Okay, that's fine. One time I didn't look and read it, and my nephew's girlfriend needed prayer and I missed it, which I really felt lousy about that. Oh, I'm not getting some of those good bits. Look at that. That's kind of cool. All right, I'm trying to remember which way I put them down. Oh, that's right. I've got bits. Kathy Arbor, hello, hello. I've got bits. See, and if I do a journal page, see, I can always just, put something around there, right? Nice. Ooh. Look, there's chunks. I'm loving the chunks. All right, this is one that I wanted to block. So I got a little bit up on that edge. I wanted to block this part. Wow, that's yummy. Can you really even see that? I know, right, Barbara? my goodness. Oh. Oh. I think I could work around that. Oh. This is the cover. It's very chunky. Look, that's cool. Some of the underneath, no paint attached. It stayed on the plate, but you can see the cover peeking through. That is really cool. Oh, I don't ever want to touch it. That might be good for an inside cover. I might just leave that alone. Let that dry. And I still have some yumminess here, right? Okay. See, because there's big chunks here, big bits all around here. Lovely. All right, so like graffiti, yeah. I'm going to put some of that raspberry and I think I want a little yellow. They call me mellow yellow. That's right. They call me mellow yellow. Let's put a little bit of the red. Okay, got to get those pups out. My husband came home and put our pup out, so I'm good. A little bit of that neon. And I think I need some orange. Don't I have any orange out other than I know I had neon orange out. Let's wake ourselves up here. Canyon orange, that's not really a wake up orange. Let's go crazy. Jack-o'-lantern. Yes, please. Jack-o'-lantern, jack-o'-lantern. And I'm going to do a little purple. And I think I'm going to add a little bit more of the raspberry over here. Of course, I could probably brayer that over. Duh. A box of little stamps. I'm not sure. Let me pull out my little dragonfly. Let's see if we can get a little dragonfly action going here. I know I have other stamps that I used from the other day when I don't want to have an avalanche and make a big stinking noise. These were earmarked for maybe I did put them away. Oh, that's so unlike me if I put them away. So unlike me. All right, we'll just continue as we've been doing. All right, let's do the yellow. Move that around quickly and not using too much pressure. Let's get that neon red in. I'm getting hungry too. Now, Tanya should be coming on around 2 Eastern, I believe. What time is it? It's about 1:30. I came on earlier today. I'm thinking about changing my time from 11:30 to 11 because Sunday seems to be the day I can maybe get a little more time without interrupting too many people or overlapping, I should say. And that's what I'm thinking. Look at this big round. It's still big round circles. Probably not going to see a whole lot of this, and that's okay. Now, where's my little dragonfly? Where are you, little buddy? Where are you, little buddy? It's a little muddy down here in this corner. Oh, Flo, that's very kind of you to say. Thank you. I was going to try to do a journal page today, but I don't know if that's going to happen by the time I get this. Well, I like to have my thoughts at least down, you know, because if you do run out of time, instead of, you know, sitting with everybody going, oh, what should I do? You know, I like to at least have somewhat of a, I'd rather have more planned than not enough is really the easier way to say that. All right, some of this might not look real great. Down here in the bottom, it kind of looks like a hot dog's was mixed with the mustard. I just love a swirl stamp. I've got these in several different sizes. Really like it. All right, there's a movie where someone says, I really like it. So much easier on you to try to just follow one person. I stream by myself because I've got no friends. Holly would never stream with me. I tried to get her to come on as you know, like my MC kind of thing. And she wouldn't have it. She wouldn't have it. And the dragonflies remind me of my dear Holly. She loved them. Okay, so here we go. Heat gun. I'm going to dry up this layer. All right, so Joni's getting her new glue gun heated up and ready to roll. I love my glue gun. It's one of my favorite art tools. And I think mostly because of when I was doing my light bulb. I think a little light bulb burn out, to tell you the truth. I'm not sure if I'm going to do many of those this year. Thank you, Nettie. Thank you, Gail. All right. Gail, did you get your bugs? I wanted to ask you if you got your bugs. Because I just sent that regular mail. I didn't, you know, track it. All right, so this looks, you've got a glare going on there. So, yeah, it's probably not a whole lot better. So let's see what we have. All right. So before I put on another layer of paint, oh yes, okay, good, you did get them. All right, so hopefully Becky got hers too. All right, so this back side I've not done anything with, so I've got to do that. And I'm liking that side. So now this might be a little fiddly, see, because I just have, so let me fold this one in half. I might be able to press and peel that one. Press and peel. Bend and snap. I'm not liking this so much, so that might be a total reprint on that one. I hope it's some stuff you can use. Maybe some different stuff that you don't have. All right, so maybe a print down there. And then I think, and I always can, once the book's together, I mean, let's face it, you can still print. All right, so I'm not sure I'm going to have enough here. I might just need one other pull. And then we're going to try to dry these pages a little bit and see if I can at least put the book together so you can kind of see what's going on. All right, so now I need a color to pull this up. And I want to try to use some of this. This is a camel, but this is the enamel, multi-surface. No, I misspoke. This is a satin. Judy's on her way. She was in security for the flight. Travel only is pick up my boss's mom in Japan and made the return home Tuesday. Oh my goodness. What an amazing job. Ah, Judy. Judy, Judy, Judy. Wonderful. So I'm going to try the satin because it's not like I'm going to be gluing on this, right? You think this is too? You want me to use that? All right, let's do a little of each, shall we? So let's put a little tan where the darker area is. All right, we've got some darkness here and here. So we'll do a little bit of that tan. I keep pulling those colors out, and I finally decided in my paint wheel to put them in backwards so I see the black cap. See? See? You get smarter as you get older. I'm just saying. All right, so here's some copper. Let's put that in the center, maybe a little down there. And then let's get some of that yummy espresso. The glue gun is hot. Houston, we're in business. Okay, and then let's do a little bit of this glittery stuff. I do love me some glitter. Whoops, I just shook it on me. Shake, shake, shake. All right. Shake your booty. All right, let's get that light stuff going. Now the glittery stuff, of course, is very fluent, but also translucent. So here we go. There we go, mate. Okay, so this, except for this little corner of deliciousness, I want a total pull. So I'm going to put that up here in that corner. This I don't care so much about. Well, I could do that. I could leave that. So let's put him down here. So he's hanging off the edge. And I think this one I'm going to fold. And I'm going to do the edge there. This one I don't think there's so much I want to keep. I can do this in sections too. Let's fold this guy. I am glad I whacked my book and made it smaller, I have to say. I am glad about that. And this I was going to try to do a stamp and grab. Let's just layer that. And that side, well, that side's not so great, is it? Print over that. I've got this big space here. Let's use one of my runoff papers, shall we? Oh, let's do. There we go. Lori, may we see? Yes, it's an old, I think it's old. It's called, and it's kind of yucked up. It's by Accent. I'm not even familiar with that company name, Accent. crown jewel. It's called Royal Copper. The number is 2529. And the company is from Bloomsbury. It looks like Bloomsbury, New Jersey. Oh, it says Koh on Nor. You know those pencils, those all wooden pencils? It's K-O-H, and I don't know if it's an I or an L, and then it's N-O-R-R. Looks like that company is affiliated with it. I've had that a really long time. For these glue and repeat projects that Cordless One just want me for me. These just aren't the projects for that. Close off. Yeah, I see. Okay, I got you. Now she's working hot. Yeah, I wondered about those cordless ones. You're welcome, Barbara. I'm glad I saw your question. If I don't see your question, oh, thanks for coming, Flo. Have a great afternoon. Fabric off of Amazon. I don't think I have, Ange. All right, now this is a double. And this is my runoff papers. So let's see. True dry. Dry bones, dry bones, dry bones. There we go. That's a runoff paper. Look at the cute dragonfly. Lovely. Absolutely lovely. I've done like sari silk stuff and what do they call that? The cantha, like a blanket. You call that fabric, but not like a fat quarter or yardage. Not that kind. If that's what you're speaking of. Look, I got hang and paint. Love it. These are going to make some really crazy pages, but that's okay. So I want to do the other side of that. Come on, cooperate. Let's pick up a little bit of this and stick it to the... Whoa, there's a big chunk. I missed the big chunk. Over here. Over here, over there. I don't know, it's too glary, guys. You can't see. I gotta do something with my light. The thing with Amazon, if you're not happy with it, at least my experience is, it's so easy to return. That's one thing our neighbor does. She's ordering stuff. We're not sure where she's ordered this pair of shoes from. Shoes are hard, and she's got to be careful with what she wears so she doesn't slip and all that jazz. So when she gets, most of the shoes go back, but then it's really a struggle returning some of this stuff. But Amazon, it's so easy. Girls, this might be one of my favorites. Look, you can see that copper poking through, right? Love that one. Oh, this is pretty yummy as well. Let me give this another good rub. I guess you can leave it on too long, right? Oh, John, you had a question? Pull. Yes. That's what The experts, they say that when they pull the print, because you're pulling your paper. And there's some resist there, Joni. I may have spoke too soon. Lovely. So I really don't know what to do to order. If I do order, I have to get a gift card because I don't like, yeah, well, that works just as well. The gift card's very easy. They make it very easy for us, Ange. I really like these girls. Okay, so I think one final loading of the plate. And now we shall have the loading of the plate. And I really like those colors, so I'm going to do those again. I like the yellow. And I had the raspberry. Yes, the copper looks great. And what else did I do? I did that crazy. Oh, I did a little bit of this, a little bit of this, and a little bit of that, a little bit of my neon. I got to put that where the opaque stuff is. And what did I do? I put the orange away. How rude. How rude. That's not Jack-o'-lantern. There he is. Let's get some Jack-o'-lantern in here, please. And I'm going to pick up with the same as I did before. If I can remember. Johnny says my mom has gotten into pouring paint as she is aging and she's having a hard time keeping her hands still for the detailed job. So she's exploring. Oh, fun. That's fun. Welcome back, Kathy. All right, so let's get this yellow. And pick up the orange and put some of this raspberry and let's roll off some of this. You can hear me spinning. You hear my wheels spinning. All right, so now this layer, I'm going to just put a little decorating on it. And then we're going to let it dry. Whoops, look, I got a thumbprint in there. Oh, well. Sometimes, thanks, Barbara. Sometimes when you're messing around and you don't know what's what, you put some colors together and you get a nice combo and you don't realize, you know. Let's see, let me grab my large circle. And I'm kind of pressing and twisting a little bit with that. So I get a nice imprint. And I'm taking some off the edge. And I'll probably be sorry that I haven't cleaned that. Let me use one of these just to pop a little something different in a couple of these spots. Now this is quite goopy. Where did I put my little, let's put my little dragonfly on. I pressed too hard, I'm getting the outside, so I'm trying not to press too terribly hard. And then if you press in where you have your brighter color and then press where you have a darker color, you get some of that crossover. Let me see if you can, you probably can't see it too well, but there I've got a good bit of yellow that I picked up. And let me put some dots in here. You can draw on this too. I don't know if anybody's ever done that. You take the end, I take the end of a, like say you like the swirl, but you don't have a swirl stamp. You can take any size paintbrush. You just don't want a pointy end. You want a round-ended paintbrush. And you can do your own swirls. Or anything. Flower petals, boxes, hearts. Now the paint's starting to, and then you want to make sure you clean that off because it'll get thicker and thicker, right? So this is really starting to dry, which is fine. That's what I want. All right, this kind of setup here reminds me of a song. She had flowers in her hair. Thank you, Kathy. She was the flower girl. I'm not remembering the words right now. All right, I'm going to dry this with my heat gun. Again, don't do this at home. I'm staying away from the plate and I'm moving it. Calcils. Yes, Gail. I love it. After I go off stream, the song will come to me, I'm sure. So I'm moving it quick. Over here, real quick. Let's see. Suddenly the sun pokes through. See the sun. I'm just getting bits and pieces of it. Yeah. That's what this reminds me of. I don't know why. Maybe it was their album cover was kind of like this. I don't know. All right. All right, so that's dried up a little bit. All right, so that one I'm putting aside. So now let's see what we have here. So now on this one, I just am going to do a little bit on that edge. This one. All right, before I go, does anyone know about Jane Davenport pastels in small pans, 18 GP? Maybe Kathy Arbor does. I don't know anything about Jane's pastels. There is one product of Jane's I don't care for, but it's in a level of like a wind-up pencil-y kind of thing. They didn't work for me, and they broke, and they were a mess. But I don't know about her pastels. Her brushes, I love. All right, so this I'm going to fold, and I like that side. I like that side. Not crazy about that side. This is a good. Yeah, it's not recommended, Angie. That's why I said don't do it at home. But I can't wait. I can't wait. All right, I might just reprint that whole side. We'll see how things lay out because I don't want to not. So that we were going to keep this one. Oh my goodness, look at girls. I have one that the whole side is not, it's not done at all. All right, so that's nice and dry for the most part. I've got a thick spot over here on the left. Right here, it's a little, that's not a little, it's a lot wet, but that's all right. So now I said I was going to pick it up with the same thing. So what I used was that camel satin. Put that in a couple of the dark spots. That wasn't the thick stuff, right? No, that was, oh my gosh, that was the, that was a brown. And then I think it was Gail suggested the copper. So let's put some copper around. Yes, please. And girls, what else did I do? I used the, didn't I not use the espresso? What did I do with that espresso? Oh, I hope I didn't drink it. I put on some gold sparkle. Oh, I see it. My one stamp is on it, sitting on top of it. Having a mini avalanche of paint bottles. All right, espresso. Only pan pastels. Yeah, I've used the pan pastels. I have a few of those. Yes, Sandra is the expert on Jane Davenport products for sure. Yes, she streams around 3:30 or 4. If you're, you know, any place where you can at that time, you can hook in. She's a good resource for a lot of things, for sure. All right, let's see. All right, here we go. I'm just mushing it all together, girls. I'm mushing. Light touch. Quick roll. I don't know, it doesn't look as nice as the other one did, I don't think. Could be just me. I need another quick roll off area here. Okay. All right. So now I'm going to go full Monty on this one. Might be a little too loosey-goosey. My last pull might be the worst. All right, this is like around the corner. Shop around the corner. So let me see. I'm going to put that one down like that. This one I said I was going to do the whole page, which I don't really have room for that. So let's go this way. And really, if you're watching the replay or you're here and you're new to this kind of stuff, you've never done this before, you don't have to fuss like this. You know what? You can put down one sheet of paper. I'm just, you know, making my life more crazy than I need to make it. All right, and then this one, I just want that little bit. So let's go there. Now let me grab some of my extra pages here from my runoff. And let's just cover up. Oh, that's also a good tip. Amazon customer comments. Yeah. Some of those folks can be kind of brutal. Okay, Nettie has to go. Thanks for stopping in. Have a great rest of the weekend. And we'll see you soon, Nettie. Somewhere. Somewhere out there. Shop Around the Corner. You watched it last week. We watched it a couple weeks ago. Well, You've Got Mail version we watched. We didn't watch the original. All right, so I'm just smashing and a mashing. Now my plan is not to do any more pulls after this. Gather my thoughts and my pages. Okay, I really want to rub this because I want to pick up most of that crumbly bits that I might have on. All right, here we go. Here we go. Now, this was a double, so let's get down in there. There's another page there. So there's a cute little bit in the middle of the page. These are the extra pages. Ooh, nice. I wonder if I can pick up any of that. It still looks a little wet. Yes, got it. Maybe I see if I can get this here. Nice. That's cool, right? That's the extra pages. The original size. This is I folded that. Love it. Love it, love it. Oh, wow, that's a cool piece right there. Wish I had that all over that page. I was saving this part because I liked it. But wow, look at that. You can see my swirl. See, I did that with the pencil. I mean, the end of the paintbrush. Can you see, guys, see that? We're trying to pick up those bits. Ooh. I love Jimmy Stewart. I know, right, Joni? And some of the glitter. Definitely more fallish, which is what I wanted. Okay, want these to dry. Let's see if I can. Oh, there's some right there I want to get. I'm going to try not to nap today. I can't get that on the edge there. Oh. And I can still slightly see the printing from the page. Is it better if I hold it down here? Oh, I like it, girls. I like it. I like it a lot. Okay. Taking the plate away. Now, where shall I put the plate? Because I still have my little girl pictures here from Friday's stream. I did work on those a little bit more. Now I'm going to dry some of these a little bit with my heat gun. I know it's annoying, but okay, Ange, enjoy whatever you're about to do. I need a little sip. All right, so let me dry these just a little bit. I got a little scrape there. That's all right. Fast and furious. Yeah, I think some of them turned out pretty cool. I think I have some duds, but I'll give me plenty of variety. Now I'm trying to dry these. Now they're not going to be dry, because I think they're just too wet. But I want to kind of put the pages together. One of the things I'm trying to do better with on my stream is trying to plan and be able to finish something. And I still have a little bit of time before Tanya comes in. I used to have a different light over top. I had a fish tank light, which worked out really great. And I don't think I had some of the lighting issues that I have now, because see, the camera just popped. I don't know why. But whatever. I am working on that. I just haven't gotten it resolved yet. But with the fish tank light, it was kind of cool. I could pick different colors, but the other cool part is that I could set paper on top of it, and while I was working on something else, it would dry from the heat of the light. The light my husband has set up for me now, he's got it attached to a 2x4 or something like that. This one's pretty dry. This one's pretty dry. Some of these might be dry enough. That one I just squished down all right, let's see. I might not be able to cinch this together. One day we're going to learn that lettuce is unhealthy. I can't wait till we learn that pizza is unhealthy. More goes in cycles, right? My husband's trying to convince me that cucumbers are healthy. And I like cucumbers, but they're mostly water. And he said, well, that's part of it. You get extra water in your system. I definitely don't drink enough water. You're right. This is my cover. So this is going to be my September daily art journal. I'm going to try. I'm going to try. I'm going to try. I'm going to try. Now, I had taken a advertisement type magazine that I'd gotten up at my sister's in 2020. This cover. Hopefully these aren't going to stick together in this short moment. And when I whacked it in half, Mrs. Gigi helped me with realizing I really only needed 8 pages. All right, some of these stuck. These are some of my roll-offs, which I don't know, you might not want these. I was going to give these away. Me too, Kathy, but I'm not going to write anything like like a word journal. It's going to be an art journal, so I might have a better shot at following through. Half of it is I get started on other stuff and then I forget. So what I was thinking is if anybody wants this, we can do a giveaway. So I rolled off on some of these pages. These have to dry. Some of them are still plain. They don't have anything done to them. And some of them have a couple pools. That's drying up pretty well. And then, you know, I could just send it to you. You can do what you want with it. You can rip it apart, use it in other projects on other pages, make a journal, give it to someone you don't like. Just kidding. We like everybody, don't we? We love everybody. Everybody, we love it. We love it. All right. So that's my thought. That guy's going the wrong way, but I shall put it all together. Bye, Janice. Have a great day. That's still quite wet. And the cover. All right, so I like this as the cover better than that. They're kind of, I said this earlier, they almost feel leathery. Now, I know this is upside down, but I kind of like this side better for my front. And I think these are dry enough where they're not going to stick together. I'm kind of thinking about what might look okay next to each other, but maybe not really, kind of maybe, but not really. It's upside down, not that it matters. And this can go this way. Dragonflies up. And it seems like a lot more pages than I thought I had initially. I think once it really dries, it might be. Okay, so Joni said, if anyone is interested, I uploaded a short just now with the project I was working on while hanging out with y'all. I'm going to spray them with essential oils and offer them as car fresheners. Oh, that's a nice idea. So check out Joni, and I'm assuming that's your channel name, Joni's Not So Fast Life. Wonderful. Yeah, acrylic paint can give that leathery feeling, huh? Yeah, I thought it was just me. All right, I think I want this as my centerfold. So it's probably not advisable to put it together this way. But you know what? Now I'm thinking maybe I'll just stitch it on my machine. What do y'all think? It's not that many papers. And then once it dries, I might think about it. But what I'm going to do is stitch it either on the machine or I'll do a pamphlet stitch. And then I'm going to, decorate the front, of course. And then I have a page, hopefully, for each day of September. 30 days hath September. So this is all I got done today. So I just took a regular advertisement book that you would get at maybe a, hey, Brenda D., nice to see you. Thank you. That you would get at a road stop or somewhere on vacation or, a diner. I have several of them sitting around that I have kept because I like the feel of the paper. When I make my envelope journals and I put the pages in it, I like how they feel. I don't know. Any of you guys, are you like that? I mean, I'm very tactile, I guess. And I just like the way they feel. And then I'm going to try and push myself starting in September to do this September daily art journal. And, I'll be drawing and coloring and doing other stuff too. You get that? Kathy, you're tactile as well? Yeah, I just love it. I mean, there's some things I just love because I like the way they feel. It's crazy, this envelope storage journal. It's the same thing. They're just envelopes. Those ugly orangey yellow envelopes that I'm keeping my stencils in that I want by my work area. But I love the way it feels. That's like crazy talk. I know it's crazy talk. I'm so glad you guys understand me and feel the same way. All right, I think I'm going to skedaddle because I'm hungry for some lunch. Well, I guess that's true. It works the other way too. I'm trying to think if there's anything that but like a piece of soft leather, like a shoelace or a little square of soft leather, or I had a blanket. It was we called it a fuzzy dead animal because it felt almost like animal fur, but it wasn't. I could just touch and rub something like that for hours. Okay. Yeah. Anywho. All right. So I'm going to get scooting. Thanks for being here and hanging out with me on my journey here of creating a September daily. And feel free to remind me, have you done your daily today? And hopefully I'll share that. I might pop on and do some impromptus too with that, or maybe do like a little 20-minute, who am I kidding, 30-minute video. And it's just called my September daily videos. There's an idea. All right, so at 2 o'clock Eastern, Tanya McGuire from the Tanya McGuire channel should be on. And unless anything's popped up in her life that would cause her not to do that, but generally she comes on. And then we've got Xandra. I forget her total name. Scraps by Xandra, or I'm terrible with the names, but most of you here right now know who I mean. She's on around 4 Eastern. And then Mary comes on later this evening, 6 or 7? Maybe 7 Central, which then would be 8 Eastern. So thank you for being here. And if you can give me a thumbs up, I would appreciate it. Those watching the replay, if you subscribe and if you share, that would be great. I just am learning that sharing is really important to help grow your little channel. So if you have a friend that you think might enjoy or wants to get started in art somehow, just share it. It'll be great. Scraps to Beauty. Riri, thank you. Hi, Riri. All right, ladies, have a great afternoon, and don't forget. I knew it said beauty. I gotcha. I blame everything on autocorrect. Okay. That's the what we should do. Autocorrect. All right, don't forget, gals, take time to be creative and enjoy the journey. And I will see you next time, or maybe even sooner. You never know. Have a great day. Bye bye.